Hello, WWE and WWK fans around the world. The podcasts are back, and I am your host, Russell the Muscle, with today's guests, Rich, that guy who steals your bitch, and Scorpion.
Hola.
So, Rich.
What's up, guys? What's up, WWK Universe?
So, Rich, as we all know, WWK Revenge is tonight.
You already know WWK Revenge is tonight. I'm so excited. I can't wait for all these big matches, man.
Which match do you think will steal the show tonight?
I think it's gonna be Modi and Stan for the SSW title.
I mean, yeah, I can definitely see that. Modi is a top-level competitor, and Stan has definitely proven himself. So,
Yeah, I said the same thing. I said that could steal the show. I could also see OG versus Abaddon stealing the show tonight.
I can see that actually going on for an hour, or maybe an hour and a half.
Yeah. OG might be...
I legit think OG has the advantage, because he has more to lose.
That's true.
He has his reputation on the line and his title, while Abaddon just has his humongous fucking streak.
Yeah, that's true. Out of OG and Abaddon, who does everyone think is going to win the match?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just hoping it's OG.
I have faith in OG that he could beat the streak.
What?
Currently, Abaddon is 42-0 in WWK, the biggest streak in wrestling history.
I think OG got this, bro.
Rich, you think
I
OG?
think OG got this. I think OG's gonna get the job done.
Honestly, the match could go either way. The only thing is, Abaddon is more used to match stipulations like Hell in a Cell.
I mean, don't forget, I almost beat him in a regular match, so he's definitely beatable.
Yeah, he's definitely beatable, but it's gonna be tricky. I just hope OG can actually do it and get the job done.
Yeah, definitely.
So Scorpion, who do you think walks out the new SSW champion?
Honestly, I gotta say Modi. I'm putting all of it on Modi, because I've never actually seen Stan fight. So I'm gonna go with Modi because I know that he is also a top competitor.
Yeah.
Well, isn't Stan new to the game?
Stan is a very good competitor. He's proven time and time again that he could win big matches. Look at him. He's the SSW champion right now. I think he has a shot, and I think it could go either way, and I think the match could steal the show. But, unfortunately for Stan, I also gotta agree. I think Moldy's gonna get the job done and become the new SSW champion.
That is definitely true. But don't forget, Stan can always use that rematch clause and use it like right after it.
It's true. Rich, what's your thoughts on Stan versus Moldy?
Until it happens, so.
I think Modi is gonna win. I think this will be a great match. I think this will go back and forth, but I think at the end Modi comes up with a big win and becomes the new SSW champion.
Alright, now I am going to switch topics and go on to talking about the Undisputed Intercontinental Championship. So, as you all know, Tweezy is the current Intercontinental Champion, and he's going to be defending tonight against, actually, one of my guests, Scorpion. So, Scorpion, what are your thoughts heading into this match? Because you've never fought Tweezy before.
I mean, Tweezy, I respect him. He is a good competitor. Even though you did let him win, apparently, I'm pretty sure he still gave up a good fight. So I'm worried here. Because this right here was one of my biggest title opportunities yet. So I'm desperate, but he should be as well. Because I'm not somebody who's lightly in the ring.
Alright, I feel you. I honestly, again, like all of our matches tonight could go either way. All of our matches tonight are both completely fair. All of them are all fair. I could see it going either way. You're both very incredible competitors. Tweezy used to be a little better. He's a little rusty. I've known him for a long time. He was there since season 1. He left for like months and he came back recently. So I've known.
I first pay-per-view in like what, almost a month.
Now I'm gonna be honest, Scorpion. Back then, if he was how he was back then, I would say I don't think you're gonna win. But how now that he's rusty and he's not on the top of his game and he's about on you guys' level, I will say nowadays it could go either way, and I'm actually voting that you're gonna pull it off. I actually think you're going to win tonight.
Okay, well, hey, I have a question for you guys. So let's say Modi ends up winning the SSW championship. That following Monday is going to be Modi versus New Jay, right?
New Jay, yeah.
Or Stan New Jay.
Yep.
What are your thoughts about that?
My thoughts on that, if it's, well, New Jay is a pretty good competitor. I won't say he's not. He does spam pin a little too much, but he's really good at kicking out and he's good in the ring. But I don't think he has it. I think either Moldy or Stan, whoever wins tonight out of Moldy and Stan, which I think is going to be Moldy, is going to retain that following Monday.
Yeah.
So, Rich, what are your thoughts on that?
Just imagine the upset that will be.
I know. I mean, honestly, New Jay has a chance, though. Don't forget, New Jay just recently beat the number 1 contender to the WWK World Championship the other day.
That is true. He did beat Pat.
Yeah.
Well, this is what I'm gonna say. First, let me answer the first question, and that is, who do I think wins the IC title? I think this is gonna be an interesting match. I think I could see Scorpion pulling the upset and becoming champion, but I see Tweezy winning this in a weird way. Like, I don't know, maybe a DQ or, just, I don't know, where he just stays pin and
If he gets that disqualification, I want a rematch, because that's so not fair.
I know, I feel you on that. I mean, that really hasn't happened. But, I mean, it could happen, but it never happened, really. It hasn't really happened. But, I mean, it could go either way. I think Tweezy comes up winning with a weird way, but Scorpion, I think you've done very good and have impressed me in your matches so far, and I appreciate that. And I'm hoping you do become champion someday. It could be tonight, we never know, but, New Jay versus Modi, right?
Or Stan, whoever wins tonight.
I think Modi wins. I don't think New Jay is really on Modi's level. I think New Jay needs some serious help. Like, this guy spams so much. Used to be you, Scorpion, but you got better. But New Jay needs some practice, needs some training, or else his ass is never gonna win. But let's move on.
Okay. You know what? Let's talk about
Versus Nelson tonight. We're talking about that.
Oh, okay.
What match are we talking about now?
Well, let me start off first. Let me start off by saying this, Scorpion. I think this won't be a match I'm really looking forward to. I just see Nelson just dominating this whole match and winning this match also. I just don't see Pat, like, I don't know about you, but if you haven't seen it recently, over these last, few weeks, like, ever since he returned, the crowd has betrayed him, and the fans, really doesn't find interested in him anymore. The fans are just booing him, and people are just going crazy for Nelson to win.
For real, they're booing Pat as much as they boo freaking Roman Reigns, because Roman Reigns is also a face. That's how it is.
Yeah, and it seems like Pat has lost connection with the fans. And
I know, and he used to be popular. He used to be a popular guy, just like Roman Reigns.
Yeah, and it's sad that Pat.
Pat is out on a mission to reclaim his title, which he lost in 26 seconds due to a cash-in.
I mean, all I gotta say is Pat. I mean, he got something to prove tonight. He has to prove something tonight, or else this could be one of his last chances at going for the WWK title or a main title, basically. Because the way he's performing, the way the last few weeks that I've seen for him, not so good.
Here's the thing.
Nelson is going to be on his
I think Nelson is going to win too. I think.
See a big upset, but I more see Nelson coming out of nowhere and just dominating him.
Yeah, I don't see Pat beating Nelson tonight. I see Nelson pulling out a victory. And I think he's going to walk out WWK World Heavyweight Champion tonight. Pat could pull up an upset and actually win, but I don't really see that much. Now, here's what's concerning Pat the most, is that Pat has to win tonight. If he loses tonight, then he will not get another WWK title shot for a long time until he earns that opportunity again. Whereas if Nelson loses tonight, he has a rematch, which could very well be on the biggest stage of all, Kickslam. If Nelson chooses to cash in on Kickslam, because I know he won.
Nelson has beaten the likes of Rich, and I think he's even beaten you, hasn't he, Russ?
Nelson's never beat.
They never fought before.
Actually, we did once, but I beat him. Nelson did it, but he did lose to Pat 2 weeks ago. You guys are forgetting that. Pat pulled up a huge upset 2 weeks ago on a Raw and beat Nelson in the main event.
But you can't take Nelson's experience for granted. He has won many titles, including the NXT title, whatever that's called. Not the SSW, the one before that.
Yeah, he's won NXK. He's won WWK 3 times now. He's won the Undisputed Intercontinental. He's beaten the likes of Rich, Kevin, Stan. He's beaten so many people lately. The only people who he has not beaten yet is me and Marcus.
And me. Hasn't fought me yet.
Well, he hasn't fought you. That's why. Out of people he's fought in. Me and Marcus has beaten him, but he's never beaten us.
Who?
Nelson.
Oh, Nelson.
Out of the people he's fought in,
But I mean, he got me recently.
I know. But I'm saying out of the people he's fought, the only people who he didn't beat was me and Marcus.
Oh, okay.
So I think he's gonna walk out the winner tonight, but he cannot underestimate Pat.
That's true.
If he underestimates Pat,
The King of Demons' open challenge.
that's what I was gonna bring up next. Who do you think's gonna accept it?
Who I think is gonna accept it? I don't know. I think
It could be
a debut.
So I have a big opportunity of accepting it.
Yeah,
I feel like we need to see a debut.
So many people could accept it. Even I can accept it. I mean, I don't have a match.
Yeah.
I might want to beat King of Demons ASS.
I've beaten King of Demons before.
I think we need to see a debut. That's all I'm saying. If not a return. That's all I'm saying.
I would love a debut or a return, but there's no one to.
WWE's need a return, but it's going to be hard.
We'll see what happens, but all I gotta say is I hope we see a return or a debut happens.
Yeah. Imagine if All Mine came back.
You mean Ghost?
All Mine Ghost, whatever his name is.
Yeah, he's on that league you're in. You noticed that.
Yeah.
Guys, how about we talk about the Battle Royale match that's in the pre-show?
The pre-show match? The fuck?
I kind of
for a while.
I kind of actually want to talk about that match. It's still an important match.
Pre-show match.
Don't forget that winner of that battle royal will be facing RJ for the United States Championship tonight.
I feel like Carlo will come back. I just feel like he will come back just in time. That's all I gotta say.
I hope so, man. But if he doesn't, this is my question: who do you think is gonna win that battle royal and face RJ?
I think it's gonna be
Wait, what about the participants in Battle Royale?
Low-key, I really don't know. Like, I really don't know. If I had to take a guess, I'll say Glow Boy. I feel like he might get an opportunity at something big like this. Maybe Cyborg.
That's a good point.
We'll see.
Cyborg is an ex-WHA World Heavyweight Champion, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
That's also true. So I'm just gonna go out and say it. I think RJ's gonna retain. What?
Undisputed Women's Championship.
I mean, all I gotta say is Leia's gonna, or Leia, however you say it, but
Leah.
I say Leia, I think she comes up with the win. I think she pulls the upset, and we see a new women's champion.
I don't know. Sarah's been fighting a little longer than Leah.
And just be wrecking the next women's championship champion.
We gotta see what happens tonight. That's kind of a difficult thing because Sarah's been women's champion and been fighting longer than Leah. Leah's fought in 2 matches and lost them both.
That's true. What about Steph versus Olivia in a 2-out-of-3 match?
All the way, I'm gonna go with I'm gonna say a prediction here. I'm gonna predict that Stephanie gets the first fall and Olivia follows up with 2 shocking falls on Stephanie and wins.
Yeah. Because don't forget, Olivia is 1-on-1 with Stephanie, if I'm correct, right? Because they fought already twice.
But they're not 1-on-1. Olivia's beaten her both times.
Yeah, that's true. She has Steph's number.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like that's gonna be an intense match for the ages. Like I'm watching that match all the way through.
I know. I'm going to be watching the whole event tonight all the way through. There's a lot of important stuff that's going to happen tonight. Tonight very well could be one of the best pay-per-views that we've ever had.
That is true. This match card here is insane, too.
Now, my question for you is, what do you think of Revenge being in Marcus's hometown?
It's in Toronto, Canada. You noticed that? I want to see how Marcus is from Canada, but okay.
It's in Marcus's hometown, okay? So, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on it being in Marcus's hometown? Apparently, according to the authority, that means Scott. Marcus's parents are sitting right in the front row.
Okay, and
watching the show.
I really don't care, but okay. Thanks for telling us. We want us to do it. Say hello to them.
One by one, everyone from WWK.
Oh my god.
On big match we have not talking about yet. The street fight.
Oh yeah, the 2 versus the tag team street fight match.
All I gotta say is Bullet Club is winning, and that's just too sweet.
Listen, I like Robin. I like Flash.
Robin and Flash. Oh wait, that is a.
Yeah, I like Robin and I like Flash. But I also think Jacob and Jay is gonna pull up with the victory. I think Jay's gonna get the pin. And they're gonna win tonight. That's all I gotta say. Bullet Club's walking out winners of that match.
You're new tag team champions. I'm kidding.
It's not a championship match.
If we do bring back the tag team champions, I'm already going to be inviting somebody for a tag team.
now that the draft is over, we might actually bring back the tag team championships.
Oh shit, that's what I'm talking about.
When Abaddon and King of Demons was a tag team?
Yeah, Abaddon and King of Demons were a tag team. They were fighting in a 2-on-2 tag match, and King of Demons got pinned. So Abaddon beat the crap out of him and betrayed him.
Wow.
That's when I got my opportunity to pin you.
You should tag team with New Jay Scorpion.
And that was against Abaddon.
Who would you tag team with, though?
If I had a choice, I'd probably go with Moldy.
Moldy?
Nice. That's not a bad choice.
What about you, Russell? What about you?
If I got to choose who to tag team with, I would choose to tag team with Rich.
What, me?
Kevin, we're live, buddy. We're live. Kevin, we're live on a podcast, Kevin. What are your thoughts on tonight's event, since all three of us already spoke about it?
Me?
Yes.
Yes, nigga. Whoa. Oh my gosh, just remove him. It's taking forever to answer a fucking question. Cyborg.
Gotta look professional.
Okay.
So, matches.
You already discussed them all, nigga.
Kevin, what are your thoughts on tonight's pay-per-view?
Can't hear you.
Alright, muted. I muted.
Might come back to WWK.
I muted him. Alright, guys. Alright, let's continue our podcast.
Alright.
So, there are also other pay-per-views coming up. As you know, Kick Slam is also coming up in August, our biggest pay-per-view.
I think that's gonna be probably the best pay-per-view this year. Oh, continue though, Scorpion. Continue, my bad.
I mean, it's my main big. Don't forget about the Royal Rumble and the WrestleMania or WWE Mania.
Fair enough.
Kevin say all I hear is mute. I'm kidding, but
yes, but Kick Slam is coming up before our next Royal Rumble, and before our next WrestleMania. So my question for you two, not Kevin, is who do you think's gonna be WWK champion ending Kick Slam?
Honestly, I'm gonna think Inosu's gonna retain until maybe WrestleMania. That's my opinion.
This
be a long time champion.
What? Sorry, Rich.
No, honestly, I would like to see Rush versus Nelson up there championship.
Honestly, talking about the WWK Championship, I kind of want to talk about Pat and Nelson again. Now, this is my thing. This is my thing. Imagine Pat somehow wins tonight, and faces Nelson at Kick Slam, and Nelson wins at Kick Slam. That match at Kick Slam would be their final thing. So, I mean, I wouldn't mind Pat winning tonight. But I don't see it happening. What about you, Kevin? Do you think Pat can win tonight?
I think Pat has a fair chance because he's beaten Nelson before, so I think he can do it again if he pulls it out of his ass and just rips it straight out and just uses all of his momentum. He was on his absolute peak, and I think he can do it. But don't forget, Pat is coming off injury leave, isn't he?
Yeah. He is.
We'll see what happens. All I know is someone in this chat is making a return soon.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to OG and Abaddon.
Okay.
I got a question.
Inside a hell in a cell.
I know. That match is one of the most exciting matches.
Turn off the cell. Maybe?
That's possible. Abaddon could very well slam him off the top of the Hell in a Cell. Anything can happen.
I'm just hoping we see some blood in this match.
I'm saying this match being incredibly bloody. Break down the entire cell. That's never happened before, but that is nice.
Oh man, what was that?
I don't recall yet, and you're not taking it serious.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about Russell. I saw something through the screen. I was like, what was that? But okay, continue that, Scorpion.
I mean, today is kind of like, or pretty quick match, like that could be over.
Yeah, that would be kind of upsetting though.
Who gets the upper hand at like first time?
I hope Abaddon versus OG lasts. I hope it's one of the longest matches tonight. I hope it lasts at least 20, 25 minutes. I hope they do some crazy shit. I want to see them bleed. I want to see them bleed. I want to see them almost die tonight. Die doing what they
I
love.
think this match is gonna be a 3-hour match. I think this is gonna be a 3-hour
Yeah,
match.
okay. Everyone's gonna be asleep by the end of Kicks. By the end of Revenge.
No, I'm kidding, but I think this is gonna be...
Your match.
I think this could be a 30 or 35 minute match. I'm hoping it is. I think this will be a good, anticipating, awesome, back and forth match that I see OG pulling the upset. OG is gonna do it. And all I'm saying, and also, remember guys, after Revenge, trash talk.
Oh yeah. Rich, who is your guest on Trash Talk tonight? Everybody, quiet for a second.
I'll let you be in it.
Let Kevin talk. It's Kevin's turn. What's up, Kevin?
I think everyone's gonna win, but I think OG's gonna try hard. It's gonna be hard for Abaddon to beat OG.
English, Kevin, I can understand you.
I understood him perfectly. He said it's gonna be hard for Abaddon to beat OG, okay? That's a good point, Kevin.
Is hard gonna be OG? Is hard? Sorry, continue, Russell.
So, Rich, thinking about tonight's pay-per-view, what is your, the most exciting part about tonight?
What's the most exciting part for you?
Like, the match you're most excited for.
Wait, say it again?
Like, the match you're most excited for.
Well, there's a few matches I'm excited for. I heard there's I don't know who, but I heard a return is coming. I don't know about you, Russ, if you've heard that. I thought that he just arrived a few minutes ago. But I know a return is coming. Also, I think, I feel like Abaddon is the hype match that everyone is
Okay.
really anticipating.
So OG versus Abaddon.
What's it called? RJ and Hollow, if it happens, but
Alright. So OG versus Abaddon, RJ versus Hollow. Good choices.
But don't forget, Kevin over here has beaten Abaddon before.
What?
Kevin has beaten Abaddon before.
Well,
No, he didn't.
when?
And it's still Gabe's match, Still Gabe's match
That was Jay, and it wasn't pinning. That's why he's still undefeated. Jay climbed the cage.
So I
Yeah, Abaddon is still undefeated. Let me think. What else? There's other pay-per-views coming up, like Unforgiven is coming up, and WWK Asylum.
I want to see Nelson versus Moldy for the WWK Championship.
I don't see that happening right now.
What?
Not right now, but I want to see that.
Kevin says Moldy versus Nelson WWK Championship.
Too early. I think it's too early. I think, Kevin, you don't know what you're talking about. You're
I
trying
would like to see it.
I know, but I'm just saying it's too early for that. It's too early for that. I think maybe in the next couple months, maybe, but not right now. It's too early. I know. I'm just saying it's too early.
It's like, let's say Robin won the SSW championship.
That would be interesting. Okay, that would be interesting. I wouldn't be mad or anything about it, but I mean, I'll be cool with it. Russell, quit picking your boogers.
Yeah, very funny, Rich. As soon as you quit picking your ass.
How about you, never mind. Just waste time.
Bro! Kevin, did you just fart, bro? Kevin, say excuse me.
No?
I heard it. Alright, so let's get back to business. We're taking things serious right now. Kevin, you weren't here when we were talking about all the matches, so I'm gonna run some things by you. Moldy versus Stan. Who do you think's walking out champion?
Moldy.
Scorpion versus Tweezy. Who do you think's walking out champion? And say why. This is an important match.
Wait, can I say why it's Moldy gonna win?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I don't. Stan doesn't look prepared for the match, and Moldy is. I think Moldy really wants this, and I haven't really seen anything from Stan.
Okay. Now, Tweezy versus Scorpion, though. This is an even more important match. Who's on walk out Intercontinental Champion? Be careful what you say. Scorpion's here.
50-50, but
That's what I've been saying. Like, it can go either way between me and Tweezy, so.
I can see it either way.
I mean, nobody would have ever expected me to get the Intercontinental Championship, period. Because even Russ himself said, I don't see you being a big main event superstar.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Alright, what about Rich versus his left hand? Who do you think wins tonight?
What?
Rich versus his left hand. Who do you think wins? Jacob, welcome to the podcast.
Okay, so I want to direct the attention away from WWE. That's go to WWE. Who do you think is going to win the actual Intercontinental Championship? Dean Ambrose, or is it going to be The Miz retaining?
That's a difficult choice. I gotta go with The Miz is going to retain. I wish it would be Dean Ambrose winning it back, but I think The Miz is gonna win. But that actually brings up a good question from me. What are your guys' thoughts on AJ Styles winning the United States Championship at a live event?
It's definitely surprising. I don't think that's really been done before.
Yeah.
It's really shocking, but I wasn't gonna expect that. Who would have thought he was gonna win?
Yeah, I know.
I mean, okay, Brock Lesnar versus the Samoa Joe.
Brock Lesnar's winning. He's gonna actually destroy Samoa Joe. And no offense to Joe, I know he's had the upper hand but that's why they've had him in control of Brock lately, sneak attacking him. Because they're going to have him get destroyed by Brock Lesnar at the pay-per-view.
That's true.
My prediction.
Roman Reigns is going to destroy Brock Lesnar.
No offense, but Joe versus Brock is going to be less time than Brock versus Goldberg. That's my prediction.
Could be a Beast versus.
No, the second one was longer than that. The second one was like 3 or 4 minutes or something like that. It's gonna be like that short. It's gonna be like 3 or 4 minutes. Joe versus Lesnar.
I hope not. So it's probably gonna be Lesnar Roman Reigns at SummerSlam. Then.
Hey, look, this my buddy, Jacob Daniels. Part of the Bullet Club.
Here's what's gonna happen. Joe is gonna real quickly get Brock in his submission, and Brock's gonna get out of it. He's gonna suplex him like freaking 50 times and F5 him and pin him. He's gonna destroy Joe at the pay-per-view.
It's definitely a possibility.
So, what are your guys' thoughts on that, though?
Roman Reigns versus Brock.
But Joe will be upset.
Yeah. And Roman Reigns is going to be the one to beat Brock Lesnar. He's going to beat him at SummerSlam.
Roman Reigns versus Braun Strowman.
Well, Roman Reigns is going to win. They got to start, because SummerSlam is coming up soon, Kevin. Don't forget. And if he's going to fight Brock at SummerSlam, he's got to beat Braun Strowman at Great Balls of Fire. So, Roman Reigns is winning.
Roman win because it's an ambulance match. I see Roman.
Seth Rollins versus Bray Wyatt. Bro, I want Seth Rollins to win bad, and I just feel like Bray could actually do it. Although Rollins did beat Triple H at WrestleMania, so I mean, there's a possibility that the Architect will find a way to beat Bray Wyatt.
I think Seth Rollins is gonna win because they've been booking Bray Wyatt very bad.
That's true too.
I don't think they're gonna make him look Seth Rollins bad.
He hasn't done anything since he lost that championship.
Yeah. Alright, guys, what are your thoughts on Kurt Hawkins' record? 0-40 in WWE.
Jobber.
One word for you. Jobber!
Becoming the World Heavyweight Championship.
What?
Heath Slater beating Sami Zayn for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Oh my gosh. Let me think. We get it. Let's talk. You know what? Let's talk about some SmackDown guys now. What are your thoughts on Battleground coming up?
I'm excited for the Punjabi pressing match.
I'm excited for that match too, to be honest.
What?
Bro, I can't wait to see AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens again. I think that match is gonna steal the show. What? Scorpion, your thoughts? Okay. Oh, interesting. That's cool. Alright. So,
Hawkins beat Brock Lesnar.
What?
Yeah, imagine if Kurt Hawkins somehow beat Brock Lesnar.
As his first victory. Bro, when Kurt Hawkins finally beats someone, the person he beats will be so embarrassed.
Well, I feel like he's just gonna be the Jobber.
I can't wait until next Raw. 0-41, here we come. bro, they literally hyped him up, and
He's going to say all wrong.
yeah, I know. They hyped up and promoted freaking Kurt Hawkins for like 2 months just to be the freaking jobber of the year.
What about James Ellsworth suspension?
It's a storyline, so that's real.
Guys, but again, let's talk about Battleground a little bit. Alright, I want to ask you guys a question. Who do you think is going to win the tag team championships? New Day or the Usos at Battleground?
I'm gonna go with the New Day.
Me too. I think the New Day. I think the New Day's pulling it off too, because New Day rocks. New Day rocks. New Day rocks. Ah, New. Bro, I honestly think New Day's gonna pull it off. Just like I feel like Jinder Mahal is going to retain, sadly. AJ Styles is going to retain. Huh. The list goes on. What match do you think could happen at What? What?
For the NFC title.
I have no idea what you just said.
Bobby Roode.
I think Bobby Roode's gonna win.
Guys, Kick Slams tomorrow, guys. Let's go.
Don't listen to Rich. Kick Slam's not tomorrow. However, guys,
Okay.
I do wanna tell you guys and let you guys know that Kick Slam's gonna keep his normal tradition as the only pay-per-view that is in 2 parts. Part 1 and Part 2 on Saturday and Sunday.
Why?
That's just a tradition we make because we like to book Kick Slam with like 16, 17 matches. We like to make it the best pay-per-view of the year. Last year we had 18 matches on Kick Slam, so it was 9-9. We booked it in 2 parts, Saturday and Sunday, and it was excellent. It couldn't have gone better. And this year we'd like to keep it the same. And that way, also, Scorpion, that means there's 2 main events, 2 kickoff matches, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's going to be an awesome pay-per-view.
I certainly hope so.
It always is. Bro, every year, Kick Slam's the best pay-per-view of the year. Every year. So far, though, our best pay-per-view of all time was this past WrestleMania. But I hope Kick Slam beats it. Just like Kick Slam beat last WrestleMania. And then the other Kick Slam beat the WrestleMania before that. Because Kick Slam's always been our best pay-per-view.
What do you think is going to be the main event?
Of Kick Slam? I don't know. There's many things that could main event Kick Slam. Again, Kevin, it could end up being you in the main event versus Rich. Don't forget, there could be 2 main events at Kick Slam. We could end up seeing Nelson versus Pat again. We got to see how that match goes tonight, though. First, we could end up seeing maybe even the freaking Money in the Bank ladder match might be one of the main events. We could end up seeing me versus Marcus in one of them. Maybe Abaddon's match, the streak on the line as one of the main events. You never know. Anything can happen.
Talking about Abaddon, if he wins tonight, who do you think he's going to face at SummerSlam? Kick Slam.
Originally, if I'm being honest, I had a plan for Abaddon's match at Kick Slam. I had him going up against someone who I'm not going to name right now. But unfortunately, due to recent activity, those plans have to change, and I have to find someone else to be the one to face him at Kick Slam. But we will figure it out. Don't worry. Abaddon will indeed have a great opponent at Kick Slam. Maybe Abaddon will be like 50-0 by then. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna keep booking Abaddon right. I'm gonna keep giving him handicap matches and everything, trying to get that streak down. Don't forget, guys, the first person to pin Abaddon will indeed get a championship match for any championship of their choosing.
Imagine somebody beat Abaddon and use it to get the SSW championship title.
Alright, that would be crappy. If whoever beats Abaddon, I'm expecting them to either go after WWK or World Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah.
And not only do they get a title shot of their choosing, they get to choose win. But here's the thing. They get to choose win, but it can't be when at a time when there's already a match set up with him. Like, they can't make it a triple threat. That's not fair to the number one contender. But you get to choose, like, you could say on a Raw, I want my championship match tonight. You know what I mean? I wonder who's going to be the first to beat him. Scorpion, you almost got lucky. You almost was the first to defeat him.
He's coming back, guys. He's coming back. I'm just kidding. I don't know yet.
I want him gone.
I mean, all I gotta say is this. If he really is done, I mean, it's his choice. We can't keep asking him, come back.
Guys, one by one, let's talk about our talent. Let's start with,
Wait. Are we still doing the podcast?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, my bad.
One by one, let's talk about our talent. Let's start with, Grim Reaper.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Alright, so what are your thoughts on Grim Reaper?
I personally never seen the ring.
Okay, Kevin, what were you saying?
I find him boring.
You find him boring? Alright, fine. Fair enough. Alright, Grim Reaper right now is boring. I will agree with you. I hope we can get him back to how he used to be. That's all I gotta say. I want to talk about Nelson a bit. He is doing great this year, and ever since his heel turn, he has been amazing. I love him as a heel. He's really good in the ring. He's very good at promos now. What are your guys' thoughts on Nelson?
No, he makes me. He's fun to watch. He always has great WWE title matches.
So your thoughts are he's fun to watch in the ring and he has great title matches.
What do you think about Roman Reigns?
Okay. Fair enough. I want to kind of talk about Pat too, because he is facing Nelson tonight. Pat, he used to be awesome. The crowd used to love him. Him versus Nelson could be a very good match, but unfortunately the crowd is all with the heel in this match. That's kind of weird. The crowd is all with Nelson for winning in this match. No one wants Pat to win. What are your thoughts on that?
I think Pat's he shouldn't be a main event. He should be a mid.
He should be a mid-carder? Well, we gotta see what happens tonight. Don't forget, he could pull it off. Could very well pull it off. We will have to see and find out. Alright. Let's talk about some other talent like Moldy. He's been with us a while now. I like Moldy, I like RJ, I like Hollow, I like all of them. What do you guys think of Moldy and his future in WWK?
He needs to win a title soon.
Well, don't forget, he has his title shot tonight.
Then it fails the title. It's like Sami Zayn.
Yeah. Moldy is kind of like Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn deserves a big push. We'll have to see what happens. But I guess that's all the time we have for tonight, guys. Tune in next week. Revenge is tonight. We got Nelson versus Pat, Abaddon versus OG, the Battle Royal match, King of Demons Open Challenge. We have Stan versus Moldy. We have Scorpion versus Tweezy, and we have many more coming your way. Thank you for watching this podcast. Have a great night, everybody. Russell the Muscle out.